August now, although this story has been dominating the headlines throughout 2023. This was the issue of the small boat crisis, and in August there was a bombshell leak that revealed that the government expected the crisis to last until at least 2028.
When they're unlikely to still be here.
Right.
Probably.
But that's OK, because Labour claim they've got all the answers to the small boat crisis.
Well, that's it. Does anybody? Of course they don't. Dear France, yeah, for 480 million you can actually stop the boats. This is it. So we're giving them hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
It turns out they're not doing a lot. They're buying microwaves and cleaning products or something. They're not actually doing what they're doing. Now, Belgium, interestingly, did manage to stop the boats, and they got very strict about it, whereas France, they, for health and safety reasons is what they're saying, they can't step in. But obviously we're giving British taxpayers money to sort this out.
Wait, so what are they spending on, like baguettes or who?
What if French? Yeah.
What do they spend it on?
Garlic.
bunch of onions.
But it's a real issue. This is not going away. The small boats thing, I would say, is the most visible element of this idea of controlling our migration to this country, seeing people coming off these boats. Now, within there are going to be genuine asylum seekers, women and children particularly, coming from war zones and whatnot. But the big but, of course, there are also opportunists and economic migrants.
There's also, a significant majority of those people coming in are young men. Yes,
and young men from there. And at the time, there were a lot of Albanians when this story was going on.
There's no war in Albania?
No war, Well, Albania is not is a safe country. It's not on the red list.
So obviously this is a problem. It's weird to think that an island nation should find themselves in this situation.
But the problem is much greater on mainland Europe.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, I wonder if, just like we've seen with the trans issue, with various other issues, if the narrative wheel is turning, the Overton window, in terms of, to talk about this stuff doesn't necessarily automatically make you a bigot straight away, which of course it did a few years ago.
No, that's a problem, isn't it, Lewis? So, that a lot of people have said we shouldn't be able to have a debate about this because there is a good side and a bad side. Actually, as with all issues, there's an element of nuance. And I don't know why I'm asking you about nuance, because it's not a concept with which you're familiar. But tell us your thoughts anyway.
I'm against nuance.
You're against nuance.
This is a country. I don't want anybody in my flat. You come into my flat, I'm going to blow your brains out if I had a gun.
You're so American. That's such an American response.
That's an American thing. You either there's two options here. You either put up a wall to prevent people from coming in, of some kind of wall, or you
You're talking about your kids.
How are you going to build a wall in your
flat?
So you can't build a wall. So what you do is you intercept the boats.
Yes.
And then you do things to those boats so that people don't want to come back.
Well, I daren't ask what you mean by that, but it's going to be more American
militaristic. Maybe you can perform a gig to them.
Go out there. Go out there on a dinghy.
That could be
do some of your stand-up.
A true deterrent.
I don't mind making fun of myself, but something needs to be done. If you sit there and say there's nothing we can do,
the years that you used to run that gig, remember you used to do that gig in Leicester Square?
Yeah, Free Until Famous.
Yeah, Free Until Famous, and it was you and basically a bunch of tourists that you'd conned in there.
Yeah.
Immigration went down those years.
Yeah. It was a good tactic, actually. I think you should bring that back.